Hello, my name is Dave Cranage, North American Field Sales Engineer for Sage Software Group, and welcome to this video covering the Item Master of Sage Distribution and Manufacturing Operations, or SDMO. In this video, we'll explore SDMO's Item Master, covering the item list, item details, item site, and item bombs and routings. Let's begin by reviewing how the Item Master serves as the central hub for product data within SDMO. SDMO's Item Master serves as a central hub for product data and is pivotal in inventory management, order processing, production planning, and decision-making. The Item Master holds critical data about each item, and its significance lies in several key aspects: data access, maintenance, integrity, and consistency, accurate inventory management, order processing, pricing and costing, manufacturing and production planning, and compliance and regulation, which guarantees precise, consistent, and current product information, enhancing efficiency, reducing errors, and boosting performance. Today, we'll explore how the Item Master, bill of material, and routing are crucial to how SDMO functions. From the SDMO homepage, let's navigate to Items, Item. This accesses the list view of existing items. As shown in the prior session on business transactions, this standard view visualizes SDMO records, enabling users to filter, search, and sort transactions. It also provides quick access hyperlinks to transaction details. Columns and filters in the list grid are customizable, showing only relevant data. Grid results can be exported to Excel or CSV. Let's choose Show Table Filters to filter by specific column data. Let's access the Name 1 field and enter 61 series to focus on products related to the 61 series chair. The result displays 3 items: the finished 61 series chair, along with its 2 related subassemblies, the chair assembly and the base assembly. Let's select item 612179, the 61 series chair, to access its details. The navigation panel retains the custom filter, which is helpful when navigating between a product and its subassemblies. Let's navigate the tabs to review essential product data in each. On the Item General tab, we identify, classify, and define how we manage a product. The status indicates the item's readiness. Category groups similar items, auto-setting their attributes. Type classifies an item as service or finished good with stock management indication. Management method defines whether an item is purchased, manufactured, and/or sold. In the stock section, goods items are traceable by lot, sublot, and serial ID. The Units tab establishes diverse units of measure for accurate quantity and costing across different business areas. The Sites tab displays organizational sites and their specific item-related settings. We'll revisit this tab in a bit to delve deeper into item site level information. The Sales tab is displayed for items marked as sold on the General tab and defines specific sales information for the item. The Sales Prices tab also appears for items marked as sold on the General tab, featuring promotional or customer pricing in the grid. Each line summarizes pricing details created and/or edited in the pricing detail panel. Let's define a specific sales price line for Levin Furniture. We do this by adding a new sales price line, selecting the customer, Levin Furniture, and providing a price reason. The price reason explains why the customer isn't paying the standard base price. This user-defined list allows overlapping reasons and validity dates, aiding in reporting pricing strategy and customer sales. Let's select Customer and continue by selecting the sales and stock site, defining a quantity breakpoint range, defining our validity dates, defining our sales price for the customer, and saving and closing the line. The grid now displays the new Levin Furniture line. Additional lines can be added for multiple quantity breakpoints, price reasons, etc. But I think you guys get the idea. Moving on to the Customer tab, it too appears for items marked as sold on the General tab, specifying the item's linked customer records. The Financial tab sets the item tax group for items with the same tax rules, and the Posting class for journal entry lines when the item is utilized in business transactions. Let's jump back over to the Sites tab to dig deeper into the item's site-level details. Returning to the Sites tab, remember it shows organizational sites related to the item. Why have sites? They mirror company structure and differences in SDMO. For instance, you might produce at one site, but store items at a warehouse site. Safety stock might vary. Costs might differ by location. Even for a single site, site-specific item data can be defined. Let's edit the Acme manufacturing site to see its details. At the site level, the General tab displays the item's inherited ID, description, and site assignment. Stock level details are shown, including expected and required quantities, allocated quantity, and quantities characterized by stock statuses accepted, quality, or rejected. Toward the bottom, the site level valuation method is set, with options for average, standard, or FIFO cost. The Acme manufacturing site's items use standard cost. The Replenishment tab sets the timing and method for stock item replenishment at the site. Replenishment rules manage stock levels and associated overhead costs, ensuring items are ordered only when needed to minimize stock levels and cost. The replenishment method determines how we replenish the item at the specified site. The options are not managed, managed by Material Requirements Planning, or MRP, which replenishes stock levels from the MRP calculation result, or managed by Reorder Point, or ROP, which replenishes stock levels when the stock level drops to the reorder point. All three choices require further replenishment details, such as production or purchase lead times, safety stock or reorder point levels, batch quantity, and economic order quantity, each of which dictates key factors in determining the replenishment timing and quantity. The Costs tab is used to establish and review the site-level cost record and history for an item. Purchased items account for material costs only, while manufactured items include material, machine, labor, and tool costs. We'll delve deeper into costing in an upcoming learning session. That wraps up our review of an SDMO item. Let's transition to investigating an item's bill of materials, or BOM, by navigating to Items, Bills of Material. In SDMO, a bill of materials, or BOM, is a structured list specifying component quantities required for item manufacturing. It defines item composition and material cost. A BOM is an assembly, a finished item made up of components, raw materials, and instructions needed to build or maintain the item. BOMs can have hierarchical levels with subassemblies, each with their own components and potentially more subassemblies. The lowest BOM level comprises individual components and raw materials. In the BOM list, let's enable table filters. Let's enter 61 series and choose the finished goods chair to view its BOM details. From the chair BOM, we see the header includes the description, item site, routing, and status. BOMs in progress use in development status, switching to available to use upon completion. Use suspended for items on hold. The header also specifies the BOM's base quantity used to determine component values. The list of components represented in the grid can be made up of raw materials, parts, subassemblies, and text. Each line item features a sequence number, item number, unit of measure, quantity, scrap factor, associated routing operation, and item-specific notes. The multi-level view provides a single consolidated view of the product's hierarchical structure of the components, subassemblies, and finished products necessary to create the item. Material tracking transactions oversee component usage progress on a work order, logging issued components with inspection ratings, storage locations, lot IDs, batch codes, and serial numbers. The grid displays the item's material transaction history. The track button enables receiving finished items from production and automatic document generation based on the BOM and routing definitions. Note that the track button isn't available for the 61 series chair finished good. Tracking requires that no serial number exists for the finished item or its components. The chair does utilize serial numbers, so a manufacturing material transaction must be completed instead. SDMO's BOM material tracking is rule-based. Consult the Bill of Materials Help section, especially the subsection Receive Finished Items from Production, for more information. Let's move on to the routing associated to our 61 series chair. We can do this by selecting the hyperlink of the routing shown in the BOM header. A routing is linked to an item or bill of material built or managed at a site. It specifies the sequence of shop floor processes, referencing machines, operators, tools, and instructions. When paired with work orders, the routing offers effective control, allowing resource adjustments, suspensions, and reactivations based on production needs. Like the BOM, the routing header has a description, item, site, BOM, and status. Routing availability is also managed through status, in development for work in progress, available to use when completed, and suspended for items on hold. The header also specifies the routing's time unit, batch quantity, and batch time, which is the sum of all of the routing operations' setup and work time. The grid displays operations representing diverse production activities and defined resources essential for manufacturing the related item. Each line is multi-level. The primary level shows the operation with a sequence number, description, setup time, runtime, and operation-specific notes. The second level outlines the resources necessary for executing the operation. The operations list forms the item's production plan. Upon completion, one operation must be marked as the final production step. This indicates when the item being produced or maintained can be received into stock. Routings can follow different business rules. For the 61 series chair, each chair needs a serial number. The Pre-Generate Serial Number checkbox is used when an operation in the routing applies the serial number to the item during production. Serial numbers can be generated once an assembly or production order using the routing is approved for full production as a firm work order. This automates the serial number creation process, making sure that the numbers are available when they're needed. Finally, the cost summary provides a concise overview of the costs associated with the production process outlined in a specific routing for an item. It offers a comprehensive breakdown of the expenses related to manufacturing an item, considering various operations, resources, and associated costs. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos exploring additional capabilities of Sage distribution and manufacturing operations.